Hi,
Hi, how old are you?
I'm 28.
What do you got for me on the topic?
Um, Topic. So I just got out of a long-term relationship last September, and now
Mhm.
I'm in a space where I want to be open to dating. And I've been watching your videos.
Mhm.
I've been doing therapy.
Now, have you
And
watched
just
tonight? Do you have something on the topic tonight, though?
yeah, equally yoked men. I like what the young lady was talking about settling. I would love to hear your advice on how can we how can I reframe my thought process on
From settling?
yes.
Uh, okay, well, you're 28, right?
Mhm.
You have any children?
No.
Um, did you go to college?
Yes.
And did you graduate?
Yeah.
All right. Do you make more than six figures?
No.
Do you make more than
I,
$50,000 a year?
yes.
Okay. Do you want to
Hmm?
be married?
Yes.
How many kids, if any?
I want like two or three.
And how many? Okay, and after you're pregnant, how do you want to have to work to pay significant bills after you're pregnant?
I would like to work from home.
All right. What percentage of the family household expense do you want to have to carry for a lifetime?
25 to 30%.
Uh-huh. What state do you live in?
I live in Alabama.
Alabama. What's it going to
Birmingham.
take to what was it going to take to support a family of five in Alabama?
Well, I
Hey,
don't know if I want to stay here.
well, that's what you are
Um,
right now. So that's where we go from. What is it going to take to support a family of five?
the homes out here in my area,
Family to combine. How much is it going to take of annual income for three kids, you and a husband? Because unless you're not going to be riding bicycles, you're going to be driving decent cars, kids in decent schools. They're not going to be. What do you think?
about 250,000 a year.
$250,000 a year. Okay. All right. $250,000 a year. You want to be responsible for about 30% of that. 25, 30%. So you're looking for a man making about $175,000 or more. What percentage of black men make that?
I can't call it out off the top of my head.
Give me a number. Ballpark.
Maybe less than 10%.
Yep. Probably about eight. No, probably about five.
Mm.
So you ladies want men who are earning all this money, and if you don't get this, this is where the whole notion of settling comes from. But in Alabama, which is one of the poorest states in the union, you need to turn off the YouTube in the background or turn the sound down a little bit.
It's muted.
Okay. Have you ever dated a man making more than $100,000 a year legally?
No.
Then why would you expect to marry a man making more?
I interact with men making that
You
right
can
now.
interact with them. You can interact with them, but again, interact, deal with, hook up. It doesn't matter. Marriage is different. What's the most money a man has that you've been or your boyfriends have ever made?
About 80K a year.
Okay, and when was that?
Over the past few years.
How it ended over the last few years?
No, what are you asking? When was what? When was their
I'm asking.
relationship?
No. Did you had a boyfriend that was making $80,000 a year?
Yes.
Yeah, well, Facebook public. I mean, he claimed you on this everything. This is my lady. Pictures everywhere.
Yes.
All right, how long were you guys together?
2.5 years.
Why the relationship end?
The relationship ended last year just because
Why'd you
we
leave?
were It was a mutual decision.
It's never mutual.
Just mental health purposes.
It's never mutual. It's never mutual. If you want to do this, we're going to do it. It's never mutual. Somebody initiated it.
Oh, well, he initiated it.
Why?
He wasn't in a great mental space at the time.
Okay, so if I asked him why he broke up with you, he'd tell me what?
He wasn't in a great mental space.
Okay. Does that mean, okay. All right, so that was over a year.
Oh, no, we broke up last year, less than 6 months ago.
All right. So that's still twice what an average black man makes in this country. Could you not date a man making what you make?
Can I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you marry him?
Would I marry him?
Yes. Would you marry him and make would you marry him and make babies with him?
I will. I know that my earning, I will be making more than what I'm making now. So I'm kind of like at the point.
Hold on. See, you'll be making more once you make it right now, but at the end of the day, you don't want to be responsible for the family. That's the question I just asked. How much do you want to have to carry? So you ladies and all this, I can earn more and all this other stuff. But at the end of the day, you don't want the financial responsibility. You want it on the man. Fine. But can you get those men to marry you? No.
And why are you saying no to that?
There are less than 200,000 of those men in this country. Less than 200,000 of those men, and they want something. You've never had one. The most you've had is a dude that was making 80,000 and he broke up with you because you said he wasn't in a bad mental space. I'll just accept the argument. And that was 6 months ago. You're just getting older, right? And this is what tends to happen with women. The older you get, the further up you move in your career, the more money you make, you tend to think your value increases and it goes down. What product on the market gains value with time and use? Name me a product that gains value with time and use.
Think of investments.
No.
But that's not a
product. Time and use.
I can't think of anything.
Because they don't exist. Because time and use depreciate the value. You're getting older. You're getting more use. Your value goes down. You ladies equate your income, your education, and your experience. You want women to judge you. You want men to judge you like you judge us. We get more valuable with time, age, and experience. You guys don't. And when I asked, could you marry a guy making what you make? The answer was going to come back, no. At best, you could date him, but you would never seriously. You wouldn't take him seriously, and you damn sure wouldn't marry him. You damn sure wouldn't make babies with him. And this is sad. Because the next question I have to ask is going to make it very real. Because what did I say at the beginning of this broadcast? A woman's essence. This is when I ask height, weight, dress size. Where do you rank yourself on a scale from 1 to 10? And whatever that number comes out to be for you, man, that's what you have to negotiate with out on the open market. That's what you take out to men. And men judge on that. Are you an above average woman in the looks and beauty department?
Yes, I believe so.
Worldwide, countrywide, not just your area, countrywide?
I believe so.
Okay. How tall are you?
5'2",
Dress size.
10,
Steven, how much did you weigh yourself? How much did you weigh last time you weighed
18,
yourself? Huh?
150.
Dress size 10 at 5'2"?
Like 8 or 10.
Where would you rank yourself on a scale from 1 to 10? Just your face. Can't use 7.
7 to 8.
I can't use 7. You can't use 7
Why not?
because I said you can't use 7.
Okay. 8.
An 8 out of 10. So you put yourself up in the category of Beyonce, Pam Grier, women like that. That's an 8. That woman's pretty. The next step is beautiful, and the next step is gorgeous. Kelly Rowland would be roughly a 9. And 10 would have been Halle Berry in the 90s, Diane Carroll, even Rihanna with her forehead would be considered a 10. You put yourself in the category of Beyonce.
No, I wouldn't.
All right. But that's what it is, man. And Beyonce was with her man for 7 years and worked her way up. But you say that you put yourself into this category, and I have to break it down piece by piece by piece for you to actually be more realistic with what the world sees. Not what you feel about yourself, but what the world sees.
I can be realistic.
All right, but and above, okay. 8s, 9s, or 10s are pretty beautiful or gorgeous. 5, 6 is average and cute.
So you're saying realistically, I'm more on this. I'm not going to rank.
I'm not going to rank you, but you fall in the average cute area. You fall in the average cute area, and you know, just like I know, you can stand to lose several pounds. Dress size 8, 10, when you really should be 5'2", or dress size 4. You could be more fit for a woman that's single with no kids. There's no reason for a woman with single with no kids to be an 8, 10. 5'2".
That may not be the accurate size. The size I'm used to wearing is a 4, but since I've gained a few pounds, I know I don't fit a 4. So I think the more accurate one would be a size 6 or 8.
Pounds. But my thing is, ma'am, you've gained a few pounds that you could have controlled. That's what you
My weight is fine. The weight mostly comes from my thighs.
This is where it tends to go off the rails, folks, because now as the image consultant, I get to go and say, you may say your weight is fine, ma'am, but at your height, you weigh more than a man. The average man in this country is 5'10", is 168 pounds. You're 18 pounds shy of a man, and you're 8 inches shorter. You weigh too much for your height, even though you are fine with it. And it may be fine compared to what you see in Alabama, which is one of the fattest states in the union, but it's not okay. This is the problem with so many of our sisters have, because 8 out of 10 are overweight and obese, to where even when you have the fitness conversation, it falls upon deaf ears. Ladies,
it's not falling upon deaf ears. I'm listening to what you're saying. I'm talking to
the audience right now.
Okay.
The audience, and guys are going to stop having this conversation because they gain nothing by having the same dead-end conversation. Ladies, you got to be fit, because a man is looking at you at your size and saying, can she gain an additional 30 to 50 pounds in pregnancy? Right now, ma'am, I'm talking to you. If you were to get married and be pregnant at 150 pounds, you would go to 180 to 200 pounds at 5'2". That's ridiculous. And if you got 2 kids, you say you want 3 kids, the chances of losing all that baby weight is negligible. This is why women get to be over 30 years old with 3 kids and be over 200 pounds. And women that size, ma'am, and who are average, to cute looking, at best you get an average man. You don't get one of these men who are making $175,000 a year because they want something for their effort. They want something for becoming a man in the top 10%, top 5% of earners. They want something. They don't want what, due respect, guys who make less or average guys are getting. So when you ask me, how can you not settle? You have to be realistic. Well, self-awareness is important. Gratitude, empathy, and then humility. Humility is just an accurate estimation of what is. And this is when this ranking things tends to get a lot of people upset. But there's a subjective standard and objective standard of beauty. Yeah, but to be on the cover of People for the most beautiful woman in the world, there is a standard. And there's been all different color women on there. Let me back this all up. Men are tired of hearing that they're being settled for when they're average, hardworking, respectable guys. Let me move you to the side because you didn't say this. Men are tired of women who are average to cute, feeling like an average man is a downgrade. I can do bad all by myself. You ladies need to ask yourself, what kind of message are you sending to your brothers, your sons, your nephews, your cousins, when an average man is bad? That's why we hear this. I need a man who's an entrepreneur. I don't need a 9-to-5 guy. I don't need no blue collar guy. But I would say this, you have a pleasant disposition. You have not been rude. You have not been argumentative. You've taken the feedback rather well. So that's a really good thing. I'm serious. I'm serious because—
Thank you.
No, I try to be balanced.
Yeah.
But I would say at 5'2", I would say, try to keep the weight down to, I know Corona has happened and everything else. Just try to keep it manageable.
Like 140.
But I don't want to tell you what's manageable, but I would just say give yourself a little. It's different if it's muscle weight. I don't look at weight as much as I look at dress size, because you can weigh more and be smaller if it's muscle.
I don't think I know my accurate dress size at the moment.
Okay.
But a lot of my body weight is muscle.
Well, one thing you might want to do is go out to the mall when you get a chance. Go out to Macy's or Dillard's or someplace like that, and then just try out some dresses and then get someone to do your accurate measurements. And just keep up with your measurements. Your chest, your waist, your natural waist, your hips, your bust, your thighs, your calves, and just kind of keep an eye on those things, because women's clothing is so different than men's. I actually put a video up how women from a dress size 0 to 28 look in the same cut of a dress. So, and more than anything else, I will say this too: men are willing to go down, and because not every man is expecting a Beyonce or 8, 9, or 10. Most guys just want a cute woman with a nice shape, who's nice. Cooperative. That's what most men want. They want a nice cooperative woman that's cool and easy to be with. That's really what most men want. Then sex, sandwich, and silence. I think you got that working on. So thank you for coming on. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Have a good evening, sweetheart. Bye-bye. All right. So yeah, guys. Yeah.